Hello and welcome to MDG Media's coverage of the Belgian Open 2022. We have round 2 front 9 action for the FPO division. I'm Andrew Gum here with a Disc Golf Stream mobile studio setup to bring you this exciting moving day action. This is a final stop on the PDGA Euro Tour for the 2022 season. We're going to have a really stacked lead card, same as our feature card from yesterday. And this is brought to you by RPM Discs. Really great discs from New Zealand. I'm a big fan of the Ruru and the Pekka Pekka. Free to check them out. And this event was really smooth, super fun to be a part of. Great to play and really happy to get to do this commentary. Top of the leaderboard is Anniken Steen from Hamar, Norway, 928 rated. Super talented lefty. She's got every skill. She's followed closely behind by Laura Posch, the 3-time Austrian national champion from Vienna, 909 rated. And we have from Estonia, Maria Liivamägi. She's 883 rated. From Lagri. We also have from the Czech Republic, Nikola Moravcová. She's 887 rated, and I apologize for messing that name up a little bit yesterday. New face and name from me, but it was really fun to watch her. Really talented player. She struggled a little bit on the end of the back 9 yesterday, but she's still in the running here, only 6 strokes back from the leader. Laura just 1 behind, and Maria just 2 behind from Anniken. So we have some really exciting action for moving day. We'll get started on hole 2 today. There was some technical issues with the crew, so we unfortunately missed hole 1, but we'll pick up the action with the approach shots on hole 2. Hole 2 is a par 3, 131 meter, long straight shot coming out from the woods into it open. There's OB on the right and left, and the green, the pin's tucked back on this nice little section of woods on this beautiful park here. But we can see from hole 1 that Anniken had a bogey, Laura and Nikola had birdies, and Maria also had a bogey. Ooh, giving that a run. Really nice forehand approach. Was pretty close, but she's gonna have a little bit of work to do coming back after that. Hopefully she's not too obstructed anyway. It looks like Anniken has gone out of bounds on her first shot, so that's pretty good to get up to the bullseye there for what I believe will be a bogey save. Laura pitching up a forehand. Should be fine from there. And Nikola also going to the forehand approach. And that's really nice. Right under the bucket. Yeah, now we see Maria. Got circle's edge putt and she bangs it. Nice par. Really good putt from out in the woods there. Laura with a little bit of work to do. Makes good. Perfect putt. Here's Anniken to clean up. Yep. Gets herself a bogey. She's +2 on the round, and we have a new leader, Laura, at +2. Maria just one back from Anniken. Moving on to hole 3, par 3, 106. Beautiful hole. Got a punch out from the early gap with a little bit of a low ceiling. A lot of OB to navigate on the right and left that really kind of tightens up about this point. And then it opens back up to this really beautiful green. Pin elevated nicely on that tree stump. And a lovely backdrop. So Laura's on the box, 1 down for the round, and outright leader currently. Super talented player. Oh, she turns that over a little bit though. But it kicks out luckily. She'll be safe, I think. Got to see a lot of her from the Toonie coverage on Disc Golf Stream. She finished really well, I believe, in a tie for 4th. A little bit low out of the hand there from Nikola. But she's safe and we'll proceed from there. Maria with the forehand. A little bit overturned, cut rolls a little bit, but it's right in the center. You'll have a pretty good chance to get up and down for par from there. Anniken going to that lefty backhand. Nice smooth rip. Working it from left to right. And that looks really good. He's just outside the circle putting for birdie. Nikola. Guys are flipping something up there. Testing the OB line, but she's fine and safe, and she'll have kind of a tester putt for par from there. Can be a little bit scary putt on this elevated basket. Maria does some good work to get up there, and she'll have a pretty good chance for par. Laura a little bit pinched behind here, so gonna have to go patent pending. Trying to bend it over towards the pin, and does a really nice job there. She'll have about 7 meters left for the par. Great chance for birdie for Anniken here. For a slow start. Gives it a good run, but comes up just a bit short, but she'll have a pretty easy tap in for par anyway. Oh, chain out low left side for Nikola. Great run, but she's going to have to settle for the bogey. Chance for par for Maria. Nice putt. He's at +1 for the round. Laura to save her par. Oh. Hit some chains, but a little bit left side, and actually she'll be giving one back. There you go. Back to even for the round. Anniken to clean up her par. 1. As you can see, the weather wasn't too great today. It was raining quite a bit off and on, mostly on. So there could be some grip issues and some slippage here and there, but see how they can handle the conditions. On to hole 4, par 3, 97 meters. Kind of another straight shot, but with a lot of stuff in the way. Pretty tight here in the beginning, especially. That bush on the left there is really thick. There's this tree that seems to catch a lot of discs on the right there. And you got OB left and right, so you can't really overturn it much. And it's also OB wrapping around the basket right around circle's edge. So with the really high elevated pyramid pin, it can be pretty tricky green. If you're looking to get aggressive, you got to be pretty careful not to end up OB. So Maria on the box, putting a great move on that forehand, carrying up there, and she's going to be just short of the road, so probably not quite in birdie range, but routine up and down for par, which is pretty good on this hole. Anniken going to the backhand, smashing on it. This looks real good if it can fade right now. Yes, it can. She's parked it for birdie. That is a rip. 97 meters, but it's quite uphill, so it plays more like I'm thinking like 110 almost, and she had no problem getting that up to the bullseye. Fantastic drive from Anniken, and just what she needed after a slow start. Laura with a good move on this. If it can beat that tree, yeah, clips the branch and gets knocked down, but pretty prime par position from there anyway. Next up, Nikola. Big high hyzer flip. Good move. Up past the road and safe. Nicely done. Forehand approach from Laura. He's super good at this. Really leans on that forehand approach game and seems to be always near the basket, so he'll be pretty much tapping in for par. Maria just putting it close for the par as well. And it looks like Nikola, yeah, just kind of jump putt approaching for the easy par, so Anniken with a chance to take a stroke on the card here. And most likely a stroke on the field. You don't see a whole lot of birdies on this one. It's quite uphill and not the easiest line. But first up, Laura for par. Just outside the bullseye. Nicely done. Still at even for the round. Anniken. 1-footer for birdie. Just outside that bullseye ring you see there, which is 3 meters. Nice one. Great birdie to get. She's smiling. And she should be. That was a clean line. Nice par from Maria. And just reach up, tap in, turbo putt there for Nikola. Nicely played. 1 down on that hole is really impressive. And then we're moving on to hole 5. It's a really nice par 4, 172 meters. Bending left to right on the drive and just trying to be in good position for the second shot. The ideal place is going to be somewhere right around here where you can line up for that second tunnel shot with a low ceiling, and you really got to just pipe that gap and try to get yourself up there. But if you're out of position off the tee on this one, then the hole becomes really difficult. And even that second shot can cause some issues if you're offline at all. So it takes 2 really good shots to get yourself up for a birdie look here. Shapes up nice for this lefty backhand. Anniken looks like she puts a good move on this one. Skipping up. Nice work. Righty forehand for Maria. She seems to lean on this forehand for most of her shots, and that one's a little early, and she's going to be skipping into the rough there. Not where you want to be. That's a really, really thick, vegetated area. And probably have to pitch out. There's not really much else you can do. Laura trying to turn one over. She's safe, but not an ideal position. You'd like to be a little bit more bending to the right there, but she should be okay for par at least anyway. And we'll see. Maybe a great second shot could give her a look. Forehand from Nikola. Skipping nicely and pretty close to somebody's bag and umbrella there, but not the prime position, but she's in the clear. Oh, and there you see how thick that stuff is. Maria not really able to get out to even a good position. Laura, you see, she's back a little bit far, testing the ceiling, and now she's a little bit out of position, but hopefully she can scramble from there anyway and still save the par. Maria with a really nice forehand to get herself way up there, but not quite to the green yet. Nikola with the righty backhand turnover shot that puts her right at the mouth of the tunnel there, and she should be able to get up and down for the par, I think. Anniken, great move on this one. Just catches that last guardian tree, but gets it to curl around it, so she will have a circle 2 putt for birdie. Great work there. A little bit right out of the hand there from Nikola, but see what the lie looks like. Not too sure if she'll have a putt or not, but Laura down on a knee, flexing a forehand, but it's a little bit left side. Probably not a great look from there. She's not too far away from the basket, but it's pretty obstructed. Maria punches through the stuff, and she'll be sliding up somewhere inside the circle, I think. Nice move on that from Nikola, but he's going to have to finish up from 4 meters there. Pretty good try. Just a little high. Anniken for birdie here. Chance to get that outright lead back. Oh, comes up just a little short and left or right on that jumper. But easy par, so. Just a little short on that jumper as well for Maria. Here's Laura. Currently tied for the lead. That bogey's going to drop her 1 stroke off, so +1 for the round and back to where we started basically for the positioning. Anniken with the lead and Laura in second. Nikola taking her bogey. Anniken will tap in for par. Maria taking her time, but there to tap in for a double bogey. Hole 6, par 4, 165 meter, long, tight tunnel shot. Beautiful hole, very challenging. Really just got to keep it straight, pipe this gap, try to get yourself up here on the road. If you want a little more, that's okay, but not really necessary. And then the second shot, main fairway is here on the right side. There is a little bit something on the left, but not recommended. And yeah, you just want to try to get yourself up here to the green. There's a few obstructions there late, and you don't want to go deep either. It drops off a bit. A lot of woods, but Anniken's going to trust her forehand. Hitting that gap pretty clean. Just a little bit left side in the very end, but she should be able to work from there. Laura taking a slower disc and trusting her backhand. Really good. Oh yeah, pure all the way. That is perfect. Can't do it better. Prime time spot there for Laura. Pipe dream. Beautifully done. Nikola trying to follow that vapor trail. Looks a little bit left, but it's fighting all the way through, and there's some space over there on that side. That's not the worst place to be at all. You'll still have a chance from there. Maria going to that forehand. Like a mid-range. Hitting it clean. Fading a little bit, but not too shabby. Nikola smashing that. If it can keep a little bit longer, it'll be up there. Ooh, good kick to get out of there. Some tree love helping out. You don't want to be deep in that cluster of trees there. It's really thick. Anniken with a really smooth patent pending backhand puts her right in the center of the fairway and should be a pretty easy up and down for par. Nicely played. Forehand from Maria. Looks good. Really good position there after 2. Laura with a smile. Eyeing the basket down, hoping for a birdie look here. Turning a little bit right. Yep. Keeps out of the major stuff. She'll be in circle 2 for a birdie look. Maria with a really nice forehand approach. Puts her right under the basket. Beautifully done. Anniken looking to do something similar from even closer. And she executes the shot really well as well. Right in the bullseye. Nikola going with the jump putt, and that's super close as well. Really well played. Now Laura for birdie here. Really focused. Trying to dial in a big circle 2 highlight. Oh, and she gets it! Yes! Amazing birdie there from Laura. Back to even for the round, and that's a highlight. Really great birdie. Well, yeah, we'll see it again from the catch cam. You can see there she's just jumping into frame and catches it left corner pocket low. Super nice highlight birdie there. Well played. The others are going to be just tapping in for par, so 1 down for the card on this hole. Super impressive. Seen a lot of struggles from a lot of the MPO as well, so not an easy hole, but they made great work of it. Super accurate. And we have a tie at the top again. +3 each for Anniken and Laura. Battle. Really exciting. On to hole 7, par 3, 84 meters. Super tight one. Deep in the woods here. A lot of stuff to miss, especially here late where there's all these trees. You just gotta try to find yourself through there, and hopefully you'll have a look on this really cool green. Built up beautifully by Jean-Louis. Excellent carpentry work and great hole design. As you can see, there's sort of 5 tiers or terraces there, and really high pin position. Really unique hole. A lot of fun to play. Laura working that right side perfectly. She is right there inside the circle for another birdie look. Of course, she had that amazing highlight throw-in forehand yesterday on this hole. Anniken working that left side with the lefty, gets the backhand, gets a good kick, and she's up circle 2 for a birdie look as well. Nice clean shot. Here we're seeing the forehand testing the ceiling, but just a little too high. Another forehand here from Maria. Piping it, getting it to get a bit of turn, and it fades back perfectly. He's right there just outside the circle for a birdie look as well. Some great drives. West side harp here. Really great approach disc. Kind of a tricky lie. She's got her foot down in that little drainage ditch thing, and we'll have a little bit of work still to do for the par from there, but really great effort to get up to the green anyway. Jump putt from Anniken, just a little short. Maria trying to throw in here, but doesn't quite have the height. Laura for another birdie and the outright lead. Focused, dialing it in, and hits it clean. 2 for 2 birdie on this hole. That's amazing. Really well done, and she's back to +2, under par for the round. She's on fire. Really great play here from Laura. Making moves here on moving day. Playing for the win. Nikola, oh, high right side, almost catches, but not quite. Gonna have a bogey, unfortunately. Anniken just settling for par. And Maria will be tapping in for her par. Hole 8, really nice straight shot, 80 meters, slightly downhill. Great one to get if you can. You don't want to do anything but just keep it straight, basically. There's not a ton of room to work, so just something straight, and you want to get it to check up nicely because the green does fall away. So it's more downhill than it looks from camera there, and you can easily blow past here, but Laura absolutely parked this yesterday. Let's see if she can repeat that great line. Looks a little early left this time. Can it fight through? Sort of. It might be in, I guess, almost in circle 2 there. See if she decides to run it. Anniken going to the backhand. This looks good, but it's fading a little bit early. See if she can get a good kick. She's somewhere in circle 2. Maria lining up the forehand. As per usual, and I like this a lot. If I can just check up nicely, it'll most likely be inside the circle. Yep, great job. Nikola, backhand. Hyzer flip, so good. Oh yeah, that'll work. Laura just jump putt approaching, settling for the par. She was a little bit outside circle 2 and not wanting to run it too hard with that all away green. Anniken had some trees maybe in her line, and she's gonna settle for par. Birdie look here from Nikola, just outside the circle. Just misses it left side a little bit. Gonna have a little bit of a comebacker. See if Maria can get the birdie. She's inside the circle. Oh, a little high off the band. So close. Oh no, now a chain out left side for Nikola, so having a little bit of struggles on the green. She's really close, but just not quite right in the middle, so couple chain outs in a row for her. She's starting to show a little bit of frustration. I can understand after a good start there with the birdie. She's had 4 bogeys, and let's hope she can catch her groove here pretty soon. And she's fallen a little bit off the pace, so currently 9 strokes behind the leader. Laura having a great round, still under par. Hole 9's a tricky one. Only 152 meters, but that's quite deceiving because it's so uphill. And you can't gain a ton of distance off the tee because you have to move quite dramatically left to right. And there's a lot of stuff in the way. You got to try to find your way up to around here if possible. On this path is ideal. And then you really got to smash something way uphill. This is a lot steeper than it looks. And up here on the green, you don't want to be too much right side because those trees that you see right pin high there are very obstructive. See how they can attack this one. Laura going backhand turnover shot. A little low, but it can get a slide or a decent skip. She didn't make a ton of distance, but she'll have a nice open line at least. Shapes up pretty good for the lefty backhand. Anniken with a, looks like a fairway driver. That's a really, really good line. Catches a stump, so it doesn't get the full skip and ground play that she was probably hoping for, but I think she's still in pretty good position from there. Maria forehand, a little inside, but works out really well. Ooh. Got good distance. She's not quite in the open part of the gap, but maybe she can shape something to still get herself up there. Nice high turning shot here from Nikola. And that's really good. She's up there by Maria as well. Even further, I guess. Laura up first, going to the forehand. I'd say birdie's not really quite possible from way back here, but she's just going to try to stay in the middle. And that's great. That'll do just fine. She should be able to get up and down from there for par. Anniken. Nice looking backhand shot. She's made great distance. Should be able to pitch up for par from there. Shapes up pretty good for Maria's forehand. I know she'd ideally like to be a little more left, but gets it to move left to right. Well, catches one of those late trees, and she might be having to scramble a little bit from there. Nikola fading out a little bit early. Pretty good distance, but a little bit off on the line. Not sure how open of a look she'll have there. Wait and see. Laura. A nice approach. She's just inside the circle for par. Yeah, now we see Nikola pretty obstructed. Does good to get out though, and she's up inside the circle. Nicely done. Anniken stretching out left side, going to that forehand. That'll work. Nicely done. Maria, forehand approach. Yep. Inside the circle. First up, Nikola. Nice putt, right in the middle there. Good par. Laura taking time to line up her putt. And misses it right side. A little bit of hesitation on the routine there from Laura. I don't know if she was feeling some nerves or if maybe the kind of soggy conditions are starting to make her grip feel a little strange, or it could have been a footing issue, but she didn't look comfortable there on that putt. After really playing well here on the front nine, a little bit of a disappointing bogey for her. Great putt for par from Maria. Very well played. And Anniken with the chance to draw back even with Laura. She can make her putt for par. They'll put them both at +3. Anniken playing for the win here on the Euro Tour for the overall tour point standing, so she really wants this and trying to put in her best result. Nice putt there. Good par, and we have a tie at the top. Laura just tapping in here for a disappointing bogey after being inside the circle. Even for the round. That does it for the front nine of the second round here for the FPO division. Come on back and be sure to check out the back nine. There you see the scores on the card. 3-3, 7 for Maria, and 11 for Nikola. And I believe they are the top 4 positions in the FPO. Here we'll see. Yep, that's right. Pretty far out ahead of the rest, and make sure you come back to check out the back nine. Thanks to MDG for bringing us this great coverage, and to Disc Golf Stream for providing the equipment for this commentary. We'll see you on the back. Thank you very much.